Now from the banks of the Ohio River, we welcome you to Paycor Stadium in downtown Cincinnati, Ohio. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
With my partner Greg Olson, Mike Tirico, Joey Sly set to get this one going. Off we go from Cincinnati. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. On the ground, here is the rookie out of Clemson. And that play gets nothing. So, no gain on the game's first snap. Mahomes now on second down. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. It's a pickup of 13 yards. And the Bengals going to have a first down. They go play action with Mahomes. He's going to tuck it and go. And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on first down. A pickup of 7.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He finds Devontae Smith. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. That is caught out wide on the RPO. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 5. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. That's a nice pickup, bringing it down to the 3. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati. That is 16th touchdown of the year.
I'll tell you what, Mike, this looks like a completely different offense from a week ago. They just couldn't get anything going. Their self-inflicted penalties, the opposing team really had their way with them. But they looked really sharp. They had a great opening script. They executed it to perfection. And then not only to sustain possession, Mike, but so important nowadays is to win those possessions in the red zone and come away with 6.
Steelers, nothing. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. And no No chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Forced out wide. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted.
This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week. Come out early. Get some completions. Settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick. It's too early to go away from the game plan. There's a lot of game left. But this passing game is going to have to get on track throughout the rest of this game.
The RPO, that one is complete. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Play action here. Mahomes. That is brought in at the 10. And he's going to be taken down. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His third catch goes for a first down.
Yellow. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. In the back of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. His 4th TD grab of the season. McPherson's good on the extra point. And the Bengals move out on top, 14-0.
Steelers, nothing. Evan McPherson to kick off.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
At their own 21-yard line.
Come on. Ready. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Now they'll set up to throw. This is intercepted. Picked off by DJ Turner. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick six, but he does set up the offense with 1st and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position. A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
It's back at the 8 now for 2nd and goal.
Yellow.
Up the middle they go. And he's close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him short, put him down at the 1.
A gain of 7 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll run. And no signal. Didn't look like he got there. He did not. And now the tension mounts. 4th and goal.
4th and goal.
That one didn't have a chance, Mike. They do a great job of getting penetration, clogged up the run lanes. And now this offense has a decision to make here on 4th down.
The offense will stay out trying to get this final yard. It is 4th and goal. Here's Mahomes. And this is on. Wow, the decision to go pays off. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Cincinnati. McPherson is good on the extra point. And the Bengals will take themselves to a 21-0 lead.
Steelers, nothing.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start by going forward with a pop pass. And he'll be forced out of bounds a yard or so shy of the marker, but it is a gain of 9 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second
From the 29. Here's 2nd down and a yard. They'll throw out of the gun. That one on target to Watson. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 70 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
His kick is good.
That was a big-time answer by this offense, and they really needed it. I mean, this game, it looked like it was starting to get away, didn't it, Mike? I mean, now it's up to their defense. Can they get a stop of their own so they can get their offense back out there, get the ball back, and try to build off this last drive?
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. Into space at the 45. And he's going to be taken down.
That's good for a Bengals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
1st down throw. Mahomes. And that's incomplete. They couldn't connect. And that's how this 1st quarter will come to an end. It's Bengals football here to begin the 2nd quarter. They've got it with a 2nd down and 10. Now, Mahomes. And this is caught left sideline, but out of bounds, says the official. Incomplete. That ball a little late getting there. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Yellow. Go on, Aiden. Color. Hey, yellow. Go going.
Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. That one caught by Smith. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
And the Bengals
25 yards, the pickup there. It's a Cincinnati 1st down.
Yellow. Attack. Hey, Sunday. Go on, Aiden.
Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10.
43,
1st down. 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be 2nd down now.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch. Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them first and goal.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able.
He slams it in there, and he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. That is second touchdown of the game, and 17 for the season. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Thrown left side. The catch is made. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
60
Ready. To the ground, a first down run. And they'll take this down inside the 35. How about this sequence to start the drive? Back-to-back good gains, 19 for this one.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-happy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Here we go, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Slot man in motion right. We'll try to get this one on the ground. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up fourth down.
It's fourth down.
They'll look to throw. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's in. Christian Watson. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That's his second touchdown so far here in the first half.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback. They get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
Drive will start on the ground.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete, and he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Yep, 15.
Throwing is Mahomes. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back.
Out of bounds at the 43-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Second down and 8.
Yellow. My man, my man. What?
Here's Mahomes. And that's a veteran quarterback doing what veterans do. Don't take the extra hit. Got the first down, get down. The drive continues.
And the Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He'll go right and find his running back. And he'll only manage a couple of yards before he's out of bounds.
At the 19-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up
Second down, they need 7.
Hey, 15, yellow.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3.
Mahomes back. They'll look to set up the screen here. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal.
First down.
Well, a little unconventional play call here. You don't traditionally see the screen game used on 3rd down at these shorter down and distances. But in this case, they catch the defense off guard, they timed it up well, and the back is able to convert and pick up the 1st down.
Well, here's the chance to cap off a great half. They have it 1st and goal. He'll get this out to the left flat. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Cincinnati. His 2nd catch of the game. And both have gone for touchdown.
Makes the score. Bengals 35.
And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have it for this guy.
And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their 2nd as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half.
Ready? Here we go. Buffalo 18. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Forced to his right.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Third down and 3.
Ready? Cougar 19.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
So prior to that third down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up fourth down.
7 Pirates, Dragon 6, 60 Bobcats, 60 Warriors, 70. 19 Lions.
They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. That is brought in. Still going. And he will take this one in. 73 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That's his third touchdown of the game. And number 12 on the year.
Makes the score. Bengals 31.
I'll tell you what, Mike, there's being aggressive on fourth down, and then there's being really aggressive on fourth down. They weren't just trying to get an inch past the sticks. They were going for broke, but hey, when you have trust in your quarterback and your downfield weapons, I don't blame them.
On first down, it's Mahomes. He'll get this complete to his man out of the backfield. First and 10 for Mahomes. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
It's now second and
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
A run now on second down. We have hit halftime. Going to take a quick break, come back, second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Come on.
Here's a run to begin this third quarter. He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Jordan Battle up for his safety spot, makes the play. From the 35, here's second and 6. They'll stick with him again. Maybe a couple there. It's third down.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's third down.
70 Rangers, got 18, Pioneers.
Now they'll set up to throw. To the left side, it is caught by Myers. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up fourth down.
Mustang 19. 79 Broncos.
They will indeed go as they look to throw. He connects with the open man. That's Myers. He's still on his feet, and he will go all the way. Touchdown, Steelers. Sly now for the point after. The kick is good. And the Steelers back within 7. It's 35-28. Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away.
The Bengals take over first and 10. at their own 35-yard line.
They'll begin here on the ground. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 1. Quickly into the hands of Chase. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. The tackle is going to be made down at the 40-yard line. A gain there of 11. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And he's close to another first down. He'll step out right at that first down marker.
Devontae Smith. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
And he's going to be brought down at the 27, but that's enough. First down as they do it on the ground.
And I think if they didn't get it there, even with the lead, I think that coach is telling them, hey, this is 4-down territory. But that's all for naught now, because after that good blocking up front, he picks up a fresh set of downs.
First down throw, Mahomes. This is caught for 2. And he will score again. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Bengals. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His 3rd touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man, they're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
35-yard line.
Pat the street. Pat.
And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. 16 yards on the game, and a quick first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss, and it's 2nd down.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
Quick throw there on the RPO is broken up. And no time to get the separation there. And the incompletion is going to bring up 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And you're one of the go-to guys on your team. I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
That's caught. Left side. It's complete. 17 yards on that play. That's a Steeler first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
60 Bison. Dragon 60.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. They'll look to throw yet again. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 16 yards. First down, Pittsburgh.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And strong running indeed. Inside the 10-yard line, a gain of 9 on the carry.
It's second and
19 Lions.
To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision darted loose. The try for 2 is unsuccessful. Maybe a little early for this here in the third quarter. They want to get it back now. So here comes an onside kick.
That's a risky call here, but I understand what they're thinking. You find yourself down in the third quarter. How do we steal some possessions? How do we get the ball back to our offense to cut into this deficit? But now in return, it's your defense that now has the tough task.
To the left side, caught by Chase. And he'll wind up getting about 7 yards as he is forced out of bounds.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Mahomes now to throw on second down. Right back to Chase. He's got it again. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Devontae Smith, touchdown Cincinnati. McPherson now for the PAT. He knocks it through. And the Bengals will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Steelers 34. McPherson to kick off.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked by Demetrius Knight. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
He's just late on that throw. I don't even think he ever saw that defender drop into the zone, and it ends up costing the team the ball.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. T. Higgins, the intended receiver on that one. It's 2nd down. Now Mahomes. Open man, downfield. Chase has it. And will move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Catch number 7 so far in this one, and a 1st down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball.
Complete to Eric All. 10 yards on the pickup.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line. Here's 3rd and 2. Right back to the air from Mahomes. That's going to be caught. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line. 4th down, and the Bengals will bring in Evan McPherson for the field goal try. McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Evan McPherson to kick off.
McPherson now, after making the field goal, is set to kick this one off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Back to throw. That's into traffic, but taken in. They'll empty out the backfield, line up for 3rd and 3.
18 rattle. Cut 19. Cut 19.
He'll look to throw. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. 2nd time they've connected on this drive. 19 yards out of this one.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down. Christian Watson, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down.
Ready up. Let's go now. Kennedy Lions. Let's go.
Back to the air one more time. And for the fourth time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by DJ Turner.
I think this is one of those interceptions, Mike, that when the ball left his hand, he simply just didn't even see the corner, and now they're playing what they call cover 3. So that corner, he's responsible for the deep outside third of the field, and he's just playing in space, reading the quarterback's eyes, and he just threw it right to him.
Yellow.
On first down, it's Mahomes. Rush comes, they're setting up the screen, and they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
And they'll be taken down just shy of the 30. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
They'll come up here, first and 10. To throw is Mahomes. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. And he's going to take this one all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Cincinnati. They continue to add points. Greg, very interesting here. They are just rolling up the score even though we're in the fourth.
No doubt, Mike. I mean, this offensive play caller has no let-up. I mean, he's going to see how many points can I put on this scoreboard before that clock runs out.
This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10.
Come on.
And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll let this one rip, looking for Watson. And this will be incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. And while this one is all but over, these guys aren't going to let up one bit. They have a lot of pride in their performance, Mike. And just because they have this big lead, they're not going to give you anything easy here down the stretch.
19 tight. 19 tight. 79 Broncos. Pioneer. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Panther 11. Panther. Ready.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He's going to dial up another deep ball. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight, and it's 2nd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Off-balance throw. It's complete. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
This one caught at the 4.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in the 4th. They were stopped on 2nd down, now 3rd and goal from the 1. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. On is McPherson for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Bengals stretch things out even further.
67. Steelers 34.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This one taken at the 7th. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Ready.
Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that 1st down. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their 2nd. Clock will stop with 35 seconds to go.
Buffalo 18. Dragon 60.
They'll look to throw. On the run to the right. Our throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
He's got a man. That's Watson. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. Look at the 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
A gain of 19 yards. 1st down, Steelers.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Slides extra point up and good. And the Steelers cut into the lead a little bit.
Steelers 41,
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line.
Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday. Yellow. All right, 80. 43. 43.
Mahomes on first down. That one incomplete.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
Back to the air once more on second down. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 40-yard line. They get an even 20 on that one. It's a Cincinnati first down.
Let's go now. Ready.
He'll air one out for Higgins. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So this one in the win column for the Bengals. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their two scheduled matchups. A chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. And that'll do it for my partner Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.